On this episode of OBD for Everyone, we are going to show you how to take a OBDLink SX and an $8 cable and get the fastest OBD scanner we have ever seen. Okay, for this test, I'm going to be using my 4-year-old Samsung Galaxy Tab A. I'm going to plug in the on-the-go cable into my Android tablet, and then I'm going to take my OBDLink SX, plug it into the diagnostic port, and this is on my test bench, and it's plugged directly into a 2011 G37X ECU, and now I'm going to connect the USB portion of the OBDLink SX to my Android tablet. And OBDLink will automatically start. Now, first we're going to go to Settings and Preferences and Communications. Now, under the first section of Communication Type, we want to make sure USB is selected. So we'll just touch there to get that closed. We'll touch back again, and back again. So now we're ready to hit Connect. Now, the only reason we get to select a network is I have the enhanced diagnostic package. If you don't have that enhanced diagnostic package, you won't see this. We simply want to connect to the generic OBD2. So we'll touch Connect. And there we are. Now it's trying to figure out the protocol. In my case here, this is the CAN bus protocol running at 500,000 bits per second. Now, let me show you how we can find out the speed. We're going to go to Settings, and About, and Information. So here we can see the version number of the software, the architecture, it's 32-bit, device name, firmware ID, and right here we can also see the protocol. Now that's helpful to know because if you're not on the CAN bus protocol, you won't get anywhere near these speeds. Let's just scroll up a little bit, and there is our refresh rate. We're getting about 170, 160 some odd PIDs per second, sensors per second, samples per second, however you want to call it, that's what we're getting. That's fast. That is really, really good. So if we just touch back here and back again, let's just go to Diagnostics and let's run a report. And we can see how fast we get the report. We're done. That is very, very fast. So we're going to come back and we're now going to exit OBDLink. I want to show you something else. So let's now have a look at OBD Fusion. Now you may have noticed it looks a lot like OBDLink. So the company OC Tech writes the software for both. The OBDLink app only works with OBDLink products. And the benefit of that is it's optimized for those devices. So let's go to Settings and Preferences and Communications, Connection Type, and here we are set to Bluetooth. So let's go to USB. Now the Android operating system is asking us, is this okay? We'll say yes. What we also have to do is select the USB device. So it's set to automatic, so it should be good. Okay, we'll come back, and let's hit Connect. So it's connecting. It's connected, it's trying to figure out the protocol. It's reading the vehicle information, and we're connected. So let's have a look at those PID speeds. We'll go to Settings, and About, and Information. The same as before. Again, we can see there's our protocol, or CAN bus protocol, and 170, 180 samples per second. That is incredibly fast. So if you are data logging a mass airflow sensor, an O2 sensor, where the readings change really quick, here we'll capture whatever change may be there. That's very, very fast and very helpful. It also allows you to data log a lot of items and still get 4, 5, 8 samples per second for each PID. Okay, let's come back here and back here. And again, if we go to Diagnostics and we go to Report, and it's running down the side right there, and we can see we're done. It's just that fast. So we're going to go back and let's exit out of OBD Fusion. Let's have a look at torque. And we'll touch OK. First, we have to touch the settings and settings again. And we need to go to OBD adapter and connection type. So it's currently set to Bluetooth. We need to go to USB. We'll touch back. And actually, we have to quit. Now we can go back into torque. It's asking us if torque can access the USB device. We'll say OK. And we'll touch OK here again. And we can see by the flashing, oh, the car's no longer flashing. So we're now connected. To understand the PID read speed of Torque Pro, we simply touch adapter status. And we have all the information here. And as we come down, here we can see our speed. It's averaging, 40. But OBDLink and OBD Fusion, it was 170, 180. So if you want to do data logging, I really recommend OBDLink and OBD Fusion. It's optimized for the OBDLink devices. So we'll come out of here, we'll quit that. Now what we're going to do, because again, this is the test bench. So some people may be going, well, it's not a real ECU in a car. There's other things that come into play. All right. I'm going to grab my Android tablet, we're going to go to my car, and we're going to see what numbers we're going to get. Okay, so we're now in my 2011 G37. Now I'm going to put my foot on the clutch. I'm going to start the car. Now what we're going to do, we're going to go into settings and just double check under communications and communication type that we've got USB selected. We do. And our USB selected device is OBDLink SX. We can touch back and back again. And now we can connect to the generic OBD2 network. All right, we are connected. Once again, we're going to go to settings, about, and information. And there's our protocol, our CAN bus, and our speed, 170, 180 PIDs per second. So that's the best real life example I can give you. And it also somewhat validates that my benchtop ECU, because it's pretty much the same ECU, it's giving us about the same speed. That is just incredible. So that was OBDLink. Let's just get back to the main screen and exit OBDLink. And have a look in OBD Fusion. And I'm going to go to settings. Oh, look at that. Okay, we'll say yes. So I believe that tells us that under communications and communication type, we've got USB selected, and we do. So that's good. So we'll touch back, and go to connect. All right, it's negotiating the protocol. And in a moment, we are connected. Beautiful. So let's go to settings within OBD Fusion and about and information. And at the very bottom, yeah, it's pretty much the same speed. 170, 180, maybe the odd 190, but that's our speed. And touch back. And we're going to exit OBD Fusion. And let's go to torque. Android is asking us torque wants to access the USB device. We're going to say that's fine and OK. And we can see how the car is flashing, and that means, oh, and it stopped flashing. So everything is connected, and we can see we've got our RPM there. So let's go to adapter settings and come down here, and our speed is about the same, maximum of 40.7, 40.8, and that's what we're getting for the PID read speed through Torque Pro. Now, just to be clear, all data logging has been turned off on OBD Fusion, OBDLink, and Torque Pro. so that is not getting in the way. All right then, let's wrap up this episode. If you have an Android phone or tablet that supports a on-the-go or OTG cable, with OBDLink SX, you have a very, very fast OBD scanner, all for the price of an $8 cable. I use this exact setup on my G37 to data log when drag racing, on the dyno, or when putting around on the street. Now, normally I record 32 PIDs with very little delay. Items like air intake temperature, ignition timing, air-fuel ratio, fuel trims, throttle position, engine RPM, just to name a few. And due to the high speed of the OBDLink SX with the OTG cable, each of the 32 PIDs are updated more than 5 times per second. And as we all know, faster is always better. Now, will your vehicle get the same results? I don't know. Different years, makes and models can have a different implementation of the OBD system. Now, with that said, I do believe this combination will give you the fastest speed your OBD system can provide. As always, thank you for watching, and please subscribe.